At this point, it's no surprise that you can go extremely far in the e-commerce world with just one simple product. And in today's video, we're going to be dissecting this brand that's raised over $40 million and is on pace to do over $1 million a month. So the brand is called Backbone. And as you can see, it's a mobile gaming device. What it does is it pretty much allows you to play any game through a controller on your phone. So the mobile gaming search trend is actually popping off. I mean, this is something that is not too surprising, right? More people have phones than ever before. More people are playing video games than ever before. And this really reflects that trend. But it is a little bit surprising to see just how far something like this could go. If we look at their traffic distribution, again, we can see that this is just going crazy right now. And we haven't even reached the holiday season yet, which is probably the best time for a product like this. So as you see, this thing is $100 and they have a Xbox version and a PlayStation version, which makes sense. Now, here's something that's super interesting to me. When you buy something like this, it comes with some free perks. So a Discord Nitro subscription, a Game Pass for Xbox is included as well, and some other cool stuff. Now, the tech specs, this is obviously something that most people probably don't care about too much, but I guess it's interesting. And then they have some reviews. So this is a really ingenious product. Even though it's so simple, I thought that there would already be something like this out there. But what this brand has done is really perfected the idea of mobile gaming through a controller. Now, if you're a fan of the channel, you probably know that we look at a lot of different websites that are doing over $1 million a month. And this is a pretty standard layout, which you can achieve on Shopify for free if you check out the link in the description. It is an affiliate link, but there's a special deal going on right now, so check it out. It's a great way to support the channel. But as you see, they have their reviews, they have some authority badges, and then they have some objection handling right here through an FAQ page. Really smart, right? Because of course, with something like this, you may have a lot of questions, especially if you're paying $100. I mean, $100 is not cheap for something like this, especially considering that you also have to pay for the phone, right? And you also have to pay for games, most likely. Now, as I mentioned, they've raised over $40 million, which is pretty insane. And it really makes me think that, man, raising money is not a bad idea if you can come up with a really interesting product, because here's how they're driving so much traffic to this store. First of all, they're collaborating with some influencers, which in the gaming space, it's a really good idea to do. There's so many people trying to make a career out of gaming. So you're likely able to get really good sponsorship deals for not that expensive, since there's so many people trying to make a living out of gaming. But here's the crazy thing. When we look at their meta ads, they're literally running over 1,400 different ads. That's so crazy. I'm not sure whether or not their ad person is just duplicating ads and maybe it was an accident, but that's a ridiculous amount of different ad creatives. Now, if we actually take a closer look though, it does seem like a lot of these are the same creative. So let's see what a $40 million brand's ads look like. As you see, it's literally just a UGC kind of ad. So this is why I always tell you guys, it's never been a better time to build an e-commerce brand, especially because you really don't need a ton of production value in order to make a really powerful ad. And this is such a perfect example of that, right? Like, this is literally an ad that any of us could make. And most of their ads are like that. They do also have a lot of image ads that they run. I'm guessing those are mainly for retargeting. But yeah, pretty incredible amount of ads. So what you can take away from this, of course, is how powerful the gaming niche is, and also how powerful mobile gaming is within the gaming space. And funny enough, this brand is lacking on the organic side of things because they're not posting a ton of TikToks. Even though their TikToks have done decently, they're not posting a ton of Instagram reels, and they're also not posting any YouTube shorts. So they're really only relying on paid media at this point, which makes sense since they raised so much money. But if I was in charge of all that money, I would definitely put at least a little bit of that into hiring an organic content manager or a community manager. And from all the brands that we study on here, there's so many different ways that you can incentivize organic content to be produced by your own customers even. So a lot of really cool strategies that could be applied to this brand, and you could also apply to your own brand. So hopefully you learned something from this video. If anybody from Backbone is watching this, you guys built a really cool brand, and hit me up if you need any help with anything. But I hope the rest of you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.